Testing 1 2 1 2. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight we are in the DRS eXtreme Championship and we are racing in Italy of Imola. A very, very tricky track where if you do go off, you are going to go into a bit of trouble and into the gravel. As we saw on Monday night, we had a few safety cars, and I probably will expect, well, hopefully not, but I do expect there might be a few safety cars tonight. Baza, evening. Yes, evening, Baza. So I think we have about 14 drivers tonight. Just waiting for Senna to pick his car. And I think we are waiting for 2 more people, possibly. So there is a lot of points up for grabs tonight. So I'm just going to get up the standings at the moment. So last week we had a ADHD Jaden win, and we had 2 Ferraris on the podium of AMS Devon and Smug Git. He did win the Singapore Grand Prix, which makes it a bit more closer at the top of the standings, because Bunny Vengeance was running away with it on 100. He is now on 145 points in the driver standings. So ADHD Jaden will be hoping that Bunnies does not get a good result here, or even DNFs, to make this go down to the last race of the season in Brazil. But obviously Bunny Vengeance will be hoping to get this done as soon as possible. In the pro driver standings, Bunny Vengeance, I believe, unless he does not finish both races, I think it looks like he has won, because he's on 160 points, with ADHD Jaden on 124 and UJGC down in third on 119. So it'd be interesting to see if anything goes. We are about to get underway, so we have 13 drivers tonight. And in the Pro-Am, that is extremely close. We have leading the pack, we have Joker, who killed me last Thursday. But we move on. He is on 149 points after Singapore. Second, who had a great result in Singapore, we have Smug Git, who has shot up the leaderboard and is on 148 points. Third, he's only 6 points away from Joker. It is his brother. It's DRS Swanton. So who is going to win? That is definitely going to go to the final race. And as everyone is probably aware, the final race is in Brazil. So a lot to play for. And Swanton, he is really quick in Imola, as he did win the Monday night by about 8 seconds in the end. He was flying at the end. Again, we did have a lot of rain on Monday night, so it'll be interesting. It looks nice and sunny at the moment. And I will just go through the team standings. So, joint top, it is Ferrari with 259, and who also have 259. It's the Alpines. So the Ferraris are, of course, Smug Git and is it Jens? gens, but he unfortunately can't race tonight. So it's AMS Devon, so the same pairing as last week. And in the Alpines, you have DRS Syme and obviously, of course, DRS Swanton. Who is going to be the first? There is 2 cars that have actually already gone out of track, and that is Keith and DRS Syme. Syme loves to get in an early lap. He is really on it tonight. Syme currently in 5th spot, but Jacob, I don't believe Jacob is not racing, so Syme's got a really good chance to overtake Jacob and possibly catch up to UJGC. The J06 says, let's go for 4 wins in a row tonight. Yes, well, hopefully you can, because you need to catch up Bunny Vengeance somehow. And you are flying at the moment. Again, I think you got quite a bit of competition, especially from the Pro-Ams, because I wouldn't be surprised if Swanton is up there tonight. He had some serious pace on Monday. As Jason, I'll give him a run for his money. Well, that's what we want. We want it to go down to the last race. We hope it goes down to Brazil and the final few laps. Swanton says, hello, hello, hello. Hello, Swanton. Pleasure to have you here tonight. Kevin VR1 says, hi, guys. Benjamin Kev here, Thursday driver. And Jay also said, imagine not driving while you have a seat. As let's go on board, because I've been too busy chatting about the comments that I've even missed Syme's starting lap. So he's coming. He has a DNF. He has invalidated that. So let's go up to Keith, who's actually not on a lap. He's doing another out lap. So we're going to go down to Easy Life, who has just started his Sector 1, I believe, and he has also invalidated. I think UJGC is on a lap, so we're going to stay on board with UJGC in the Alfa Romeo. And his Sector 2 time, it is a 50.0. As he's coming through the last few corners now, nice and tidy, hopefully, and then it will be full on the gas. He just about keeps it on the track. DRS is now open, and he is going to set a time of 1:15.2. That is the benchmark for everyone else. Brad Mason is going quicker, though. He's on a 49.7 at the moment. Can he get in the 1:14s? He does. He goes in a 1:14.7. Let's go to Ben Lane, who's about to cross the line. And he is just starting his lap, sorry. So let's go down to Easy Life, who's just come into the pits. So we're going on board with Swanton, obviously competing for the Pro-Am Championship. I think he purpled the second sector. Again, I think he's going to be quick here tonight, Swanton. But he has backed out of it. So maybe my eyes... He's just started his flying lap, actually. So my eyes were obviously playing tricks. Let's go up to Keith, who is in his Sector 3 now. And he has also backed out of it. So we're going to go on board with Ben Lane in the other Alfa Romeo. And I think he is actually on a lap. So we're going to stay on Ben Lane because he's just about to go through the few last corners. And he is going to set a time of a 1:16.1. Puts him P3. Let's go down to either Smug gets about to cross the line. And it's going to be a 1:16.4. Puts him P4. Jaden, he is about the same time as Brad Mason going into Sector 3. Can he improve? He's going to cross the line. And it's a 1:14.6. Puts him provisional pole. As Swanton now crosses the line. And he goes P3 with a 1:15.0. As someone was in the gravel, and that is Ben Lane, not where you want to be. DRS Sim now on a lap. Obviously invalidated his last one. He's got a lot of traffic, but hopefully he did not get held up too much by everyone. He's got quite a lot of space now going into Sector 3. He's got 1 or 2 cars, but I don't think that will affect him. So Sim, last few corners coming up here. As Sim now crosses the line. And he goes P4 with his teammate. Pretty much the exact same time. A 10th off Joker. I missed Joker. He went P7 with a 1:15.9. So at the moment in the Pro Championship, Swanton is leading the way with Joker and Smug Git currently in 9th. Let's go on board with AMS Devin. Obviously, he's been flying at the moment. I'm surprised he's only a reserve driver because he's been racing every week. I've been watching the stream and I don't think he has a full-time seat at the moment. So maybe next season in this league, he will take a full-time seat because he's definitely quick enough to compete with the likes of Jaden. And obviously, of course, Bunny Vengeance, your championship leader. And he is flying he's on a 49.3. Jaden's second sector was a 49.7. So at the moment, he is absolutely flying. As Devon now he's going to cross the line and it's going to be quick. It's going to be a 1:14.3. Puts him now provisional pole 3/10 quicker than Jaden at the moment. Easy Life crosses the line and it's a 1:17.8. Bunny Vengeance is the last person not to set a time at the moment. As Brad Mason is out on an outlap. And UJGC, he's just started his next flying lap. Currently in P6. So I just wanted to check as well. Brad Mason is a pro driver. So at the moment, Swanton is easily leading the way in the Pro-Am. UJGC is actually a tiny bit slower at the moment. He's a 10th down on his time. Let's see if he's going to come into the pits or he's going to cross the line. He's coming into the pits. So let's go on board with currently P2 in the qualifying. It is Jaden. Is he going quicker in Sector 2? He is a 10th down on his time at the moment. He is improving, but can he get that 3 tenths he needs to take it away from Devon? He needs this pole. Can he do it? That is the question. And he's going to cross the line. And it's a 1:14.4. Nearly, but he's still in P2. Let's go to the only person who hasn't set a time yet. He's actually only just started his Sector 1. So we're going to go back. And he has also just started his Sector 1. Just trying to find someone a tiny bit closer. Let's go to Senna in the Red Bull, who, of course, had a brilliant race on Monday and was unlucky not to get a podium in the end. He was battling at the front the whole of Monday and was really unlucky, really, not to be further up. I just got extremely lucky as there was a few safety cars at the end and I did not have any penalties. But I hate this track with a passion. As Senna is going to cross the line. And it's a 1:16.4. Puts him now P10. As let's go down to your championship leader at the moment. Bunny Vengeance goes P4 with 1:14.6. Goes ahead of Swanton. But he is slower at the moment than Brad Mason, Jaden and Devon. Let's go down now. Pardon me. Let's watch Syme. Syme, I think he's going to come into the pits. Ben Lane is in his Sector 1 now. And I don't think he's going to improve because he hasn't got enough DRS. Joker is about to start his flying lap. Senna obviously has done his. And Smudgit is on another outlap. So let's watch the Pro-Am Championship leader. Let's go on board with Joker. Is he improving in Sector 1? He is 4 tenths up at the moment. Can he go any quicker? At the moment, he will be leapfrogging Keith. As he goes wide, but he doesn't invalidate from it. He just about gets away with it, but it's going to affect his time. He's 6 tenths up. So he is going to be improving, but can he get close to the likes of Swanton? He's, of course, 9 tenths away from Swanton. He needs to get close to him because they are competing, and they're only 6 points. Joking out round the final corner, and he's going to go wide, and that is, unfortunately, Joker's lap finished. Unfortunately, he will not be improving. Let's go on board with the co-leader of the DRS. It is Smudgit. He's 3 tenths up on his time at the moment. Can he leapfrog Keith and Joker and go into the top 9 or 10? He needs a good few corners here. It's going to be close. We have 3.5 minutes left of qualifying. And he's coming into the pits, so he wasn't happy enough. He's not happy with that time. He's going to have to come in and get a new set of tyres. Let's go on board with the only person who's actually setting a time at the moment, and that is Easy Life. And he's about to go underway here. And Swanton just says, Kev, where are you? Yeah, Kev, where are you, mate? as Ben Lane has retired from the session. So I think he must have retired into the pits, and he will not be starting any higher than P8. As Easy Life Sector 2 time, he is 6 tenths up on his time, unfortunately, so he will not be improving. And he's also invalidated, so he won't probably have time either to come back out on track. Let's go on board with DRS Sim. He is 2 tenths up on his time at the moment. As Swanton is also just starting his flying lap. People are cutting this close though. People have just come out to the pits. So they're cutting it really close to get a lap in here. DRS Sim is a 10th up on his time. Can he get any better in Sector 3? Because at the moment he's going to be really close if he can overtake his teammate. As Smug has just joined, he obviously left the session for a minute. Sim crosses the line and it's a 1:14.8. So he does go above Swanton and he's now in provisional 5. And that will be his qualifying over. So DRS Sim with a 1:14.8. Smug looks like he's having a bit of problems with the internet at the moment. Swanton is on another outlap. So is Keith on a lap? No, Keith is on another outlap. Joker, I think let's go on board with Joker because he is on a lap at the moment. And he is 6 tenths up. So he will not be improving. He won't go any higher than P10. But Senna, Smug and Easy Life all are out. So Joker will be finishing in P10. Devon here. He's a 10th up on his time nearly. So he is improving. But can he improve any more than a 1:14.3? To be honest, I don't see anyone beating it. It was a really quick lap. But can Devon improve even more on a 1:14.3? Devon now crosses the line. And it's a 1:14.487. Which makes no sense. Because that's not right. Oh, 1:13.487, sorry. I've lost the plot. He's in the 1:13s. Wow. Surely no one beat. But Jaden, he's a second up on his time. Bunny Vengeance goes P2 with a 1:13.9. My eyes are playing games tonight, everyone. I thought the game had lost it, but it's just me. Jaden now. Can he get provisional pole? He's a second up. Can he do it? Jaden crosses the line. And he does. It's a 1:13.2. He does it. He goes. He gets provisional pole. Sorry, he has got pole because that is the end of qualifying. Wow. 1:13.2. Where did them times come from? You're on 1:14s. And then you just beat it by 1.3 seconds or 2 seconds. I just feel like you're flying, you guys, at the top. That is a very, very good time. Even Miller Vanilla says those times are a joke. Yeah, that's a crazy time. Like, what was the quickest time on Monday night? Because that is seriously quick. So I'm getting a bit of Discord chat here, and Jaden and Devon don't know how they've got a 1:13. I'm very shocked by it. Because 1:13, That's just ridiculous. As Swanton says, lobby is bugged. So there is a problem with the lobby. I'll be saying a 1:13. That's just a crazy time. But the top guys are really quick. But I thought a one, as Swanson has confirmed, the lobby is bugged. So we will be resetting it. So don't know if that means the qualifying or just the race. I'm glad Devin and Jaden were very shocked by their time, because it wasn't even like it was close to your first or second flying laps. They were like 1.2 quicker. So we will be leaving this session and we will be starting a new one. So just while waiting, I'm just going to put the game on pause quickly, get myself a quick drink, and then be ready for the race. Just give me 2 seconds. everyone. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am back with you. So, as we are just sorting out a new lobby. Smugget and Swanton will get that done as quick as possible, and hopefully we will be racing. So while we're waiting, I will just go through, if you're not looking at the football results. So as we know earlier, Liverpool have lost to Union Saint-Gilloise. And I think that is they are a French team. They sound like a French team anyway, but they might not be. Might be Swiss or something. But yes, they lost 2-1. Brighton are currently 0-0 with Marseille. Rangers are currently beating Real Betis. And West Ham are currently beating Freiburg. And Aston Villa drew 1-1 in the Conference League earlier on today. So it looks like we are going to go straight to a stick with the grid, and then we will get racing straight away. They did have a vote, and only 2 people wanted to do a one-shot quali, and 7 wanted to stick with the grid. So as Miller Vanilla said, I was getting that bug on time trial the other night too. Yeah, I think on Monday night, Joker was also saying that the time trial was a bit weird. He was doing exactly the same lap on Imola, and instead of a 1:16 that he was doing, it telling him he was getting a 1:19. So it looks like the game has got a few problems at the moment. So I think we're just missing. Devin. The person who came second. Sorry, Devin and Keith. That is who we're missing at the moment. If they are on the Xbox, I'll be able to. Which unfortunately, Devin is on the Xbox, so I can actually invite Devin. So I've just been looking as well at the championships, and so if Bunny Vengeance, I think, gets the top 3 tonight, I think that is pretty much him winning the eXtreme driver standings. I think he's already won the Pro one because he's 36 points ahead of Jaden. And unless Bunny Vengeance has an absolute mare and doesn't finish or something, then it's going to be really tough for Jaden to catch up. But the driver's standings, he's at 22 points, so that is definitely catchable. But the thing with Bunny Vengeance this season anyway, he's been so consistent. He's been getting points in most weeks. And that is also why he's so far ahead. Again, very good driving. Like, you can't say that he hasn't. But his driving, his consistency has been flawless. So I think we're just waiting for Keith to join. Keith is a PS, so I'm sure it will get sorted with by Smug or Swanton. Unfortunately, he is a PS, and I don't know how to do all that. So I will leave it to the bosses. Miller Vanilla says I was gaining 8-9 tenths down the straight around Brazil, but it wouldn't record the time. Because I think was it the last couple of days there was, or was it on Monday, there was a really small update, wasn't there, for the game. So I think whatever update they've done, I think they've made a few problems with it, unfortunately, which is quite annoying because just as it started going back to normal, where you can actually have a formation lap and the safety cars come out at the right time, they ruin something else. So we are missing 2 drivers because we definitely had 13. Just trying to work out. Obviously, Keith is one. Oh no, only 12 tonight. There was only 12 people tonight, was there? Then there was 13. Smug and Keith we're just waiting for. As Swanton just wants Keith to add him. And so we are going to have a 32 lap race tonight in Imola. So can Jaden get closer to Bunny Vengeance tonight? Can he somehow put the pressure on Bunnies, or has Bunnies already done enough? Let me know. Personally, I think Jaden can win tonight. Him and Devon are seriously quick round this track. But all Bunnies needs to do is probably get top 5 in the pros, and he's gonna get enough points, I think, to do it. But Jaden will not stop trying. He will fight to the very end to try and get the championship. My dog is currently sat next to me, snoring her head off. So everyone is in the lobby now. Swanton and Smug just needs to sort out the grid, and then we will be underway. So as we're waiting, just to confirm, we have the one Red Bull driver of Senna. We then have two Ferrari drivers of Devon and Smug Git, obviously competing for that Constructors' Championship. In the Mercedes, we only have the one driver of Bunny Vengeance. In the Alpines, we have Syme and Swanton. The McLarens, we have two more drivers, Joker and Easy Life. In the Alfa Romeo, it's Ben Lane and UJGC, which should really change the other way around, because Ben Lane, you're the Pro-Am. UJGC's the Pro, but it doesn't matter. In the Aston Martins, we have Brad Mason and Keith. We have no Haas drivers tonight, no AlphaTauris tonight, and the only Williams driver of Jaden. And we are going to be away very shortly. Obviously, do not ready up. Make sure you have done your setups, any strategies, change your tyres, however you like to do. And Swanton or Smug will start when you are ready. So there's a possibility that grid could be wrong here. We're going to have to wait and see. And I think the race will be very close. But I think the Pro-Ams will struggle to keep Swanton from winning the Pro-Am today, because he, again, was quick on Monday. But, you know, anything can change, because there is no rain. We had a lot of rain on Monday, so that is already a factor. But it's unfortunate that the game has unfortunately made a mistake, and we will be underway very shortly, because we have a formation lap and then we will be underway. So I will go through the grid, and that's just in case people have forgot. And I will go through tyre strategies with people. I won't get rid of that because no one wants to see that. It's cheating, and I will get rid of that. So taking pole in quali, it was really close, but ADHD Jaden does go ahead of Devon. So Devon is P2, and they are on the front row of the grid, them two. On the second row, it is your championship leader, and hoping to confirm the championship tonight, it is Bunny Vengeance. He'll be happy with third. That's all he needs, really. In fourth, it is Brad Mason, who on Monday was seriously quick as well, but he just didn't have a good strategy. He must have been in the pits about 4 or 5 times, and he must have overtaken me about 4 or 5 times. Okay, on the third row you have UJGC, and the first Pro-Am, it is DRS Swanton. On the fourth row, it's Syme, Swanton's teammate, and they won't want to be colliding at all. And you've got Keith in the Aston Martin. Then Ben Lane is in 9th, Joker 10th, Senna in the Red Bull is 11th, DRS Smudgit is 12th, and rounding out the top 13, it is Easy Life. There is 3 drivers on the hards tonight, and that is Jaden, Syme, and Joker. So they have tried a different strategy. I didn't actually get a chance to use the hards on Monday because we had wet, inters, and then mediums, and then softs. So we had all the ones except for the hards. I'm going to go on board with Bunny Vengeance because we never get a too good a view from here. So we're going to go on board with Bunny Vengeance here. We have 3 lights, 4 lights, we have 5 lights, and we are underway. Jaden, he tries to hold off Devon, but Devon had so much better traction, and they're side by side going into the first corner here. Who's going to back out first? Devon goes the long way, and he does take the position. So Devon already up to P1 from Jaden. Jaden now could lose another spot to Bunny's Vengeance, but he has to back out of it. Bunny does not want to get any damage here. Is there any more movement at the back? Ben Lane has also got Syme. The only person who has actually gained a position on the hards is Joker, because Keith, he's down in P12 now. Brad Mason has actually lost a spot as well to UJGC. And Ben Lane, he's flying. He's just gone past Swanton into 6th. So Ben Lane, obviously, of course, a Pro-Am driver. He's now in P1 of the Pro-Am. At the moment, he is flying, taking both Alpines. Let's go on board with Bunny, who is really trying to get past Jaden here. Jaden really struggling at the moment on the hards. And I think Bunny Vengeance he has. Bunny Vengeance is now up to P2. Jaden can't get these hards to work at the moment. Let's go down to Swanton, who's trying to get back past Ben Lane for 6th. And Joker is catching up to the back of Syme. And Senna, he's catching to the back of Joker as well. Everyone kind of in a bit of a, what's the word? A bit of a train going on at the moment. Devon has a 1.2 second lead. Baz says, good luck everyone. Yep, let's hope we have a nice clean race with some great action. And Miller says, looks like it could turn wet. Looks dark out there. Yeah, it doesn't look as sunny as qualifying, does it? Maybe that's why 3 of them have gone on to the hards. Maybe there is rain at the end of the race. Let's go down to Smug, though, who is catching to the back of Senna. Bunny Vengeance actually sets the fastest lap here on a 1:17.5, and DRS is now enabled. So this is where we could see some overtaking being done. Let's go back up to Brad Mason, though, who's right on the back of UJGC. And Senna, he's catching to the back of Joker. But he's got Smudgit now right behind him. He's obviously had to go wide. And Senna, Smudgit now trying to get past Senna here. Bunny's now only 9/10 behind Devon. Bunny's flying at the moment in this race. And Jaden has actually stayed with them too as well. Devon struggling at the moment to keep this lead. Let's go to Swanton because he's catching to the back of Ben Lane. And Ben Lane is now out of DRS zone to Brad Mason. So he could be a bit of a sitting duck here into this straight because Swanton's going to have DRS. And this straight is a pretty long one. Can he defend at all, Ben Lane? It looks like he's just going to let him pass. He couldn't do anything. And now Swanton is up to back to P6. As Ben Lane picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And we're only on lap 4, so that won't be very helpful to him. And Senna has been overtaken by Smug-Git. Ben Lane's actually lost 2 positions now. He's got lost out to Syme. So Ben Lane, who actually took 2 positions on the first lap, he's now lost them on the 4th lap. But we're going to go up to the top because Bunny Vengeance is catching up to Devon. Easy Life and Keith have also both pitted. So must have got damage or something like that because they both have pitted. It's annoying when you spectate, you can't see the weather report because, like Miller said, it looks dark out there. But I have no idea if it's just a cloudy race or there is rain coming. So, Bunny Vengeance has DRS. He's catching up to the back of Devon, but I think he's a bit too far away. He is. Let's go to Ben Lane because he is catching up to DRS Syme because now Ben Lane has the DRS and Syme does not. So Syme could be a bit of a sitting duck here. It's changing all the time. But we're going to go to Smug-Git, who's really caught up to Joker here. Obviously Joker on them hards, and these two are fighting for the Pro-Am. So this will not be an easy overtake for Smug because Joker will be trying all he can to keep Smug behind. But the people on the hards will be hoping that the rain doesn't come until about lap 20. And the people on the mediums will be hoping it comes about lap 15. Because then they might have to pit twice, the people on the mediums. It just depends when the rain comes, if there is any. It could be a hard to medium race, and the people on the hards now could be flying at the end on their mediums. But we're going to go up to the top because Bunny's about to get Devon, and he does. Bunny Vengeance now up to P1. He has taken P1, flying at the moment. He has gained 2 positions in 6 laps. Devon now got Jaden right on the back. Devon went wide, I think, into turn 1 or 2. And now Jaden is right behind Devon. Devon not having the best of laps here. He was flying at the start and now he's struggling a bit. Devon really needs to stay in this second DRS because if he loses it, he's going to be a sitting duck to Jaden and to possibly UJGC and Brad Mason. Then there is quite a big gap between Syme and Swanton. But all Swanton needs to do is stay 7th because the people 6th above, they're all pro drivers. He just needs to stay ahead of Ben Lane, Smug and Joker. Joker and Smug have actually switched positions. Smug is now up to P9 and Joker's got Senna right on the back. But Joker will have DRS, so he has got a bit of protection here. But Devon is actually catching Bunnies again, and now Devon has retaken the lead. Devon back up to P1. And Jaden, he's getting a bit more confident with these hards because he's now right on the back of these two. These two with squabbling has really, these 5 are in a league of their own, a league of their own at the moment. But about 2 seconds separate these top 5. So it's looking extremely close for the race win here. Can anyone get out the DRS zone? Can anyone who goes first get out of this DRS zone? because at the moment Bunny's just going to retake the lead, I think, at the next straight. As Jaden has a bit of a wobble there, and he's actually lost the back of Bunny Vengeance, and now has UJGC right on the back. Bunny Vengeance is a tiny bit too far away here, and I think he's really going to struggle to catch up with Devon. I don't think he's close enough. He actually could be. No, he hasn't. I thought he wasn't, and he's had to not. He's going to have to back out of that. So Devon just about keeps the lead still. Let's go to Joker though, because he is closing to the back of Smug again, and Senna's just lost the pair a tiny bit now, over a second behind. As Joker has gone wide there, but again he just did the same thing as qualifying, and I think if you do that you don't actually get a warning for it, which is quite clever from Joker. Joker's got a really good chance to get past Smug here. I think we're going to stick with these two at the moment, because I think we're actually going to go back up to the top just because it's such an important bit. But Bunny Vengeance, he's 6/10 away, so is he close enough? Let's go on board with him. He is flying a lot quicker, and he is going to retake the lead. Can Jaden get past? No, he is too far away, and Devon has lost out to Bunny. But they're side by side, it looks like, going into the next, and UJGC picks up a 3-second penalty, which is not going to help. Joker, he is now up to P9. To retaking the 9th spot from Smug. It looked a bit dodgy there, but I think there's very safe driving. Just on my screen, I thought Smug was about to clip the back end of Joker, but Joker now back up to P9. Smug will be trying to stay with Smug will be trying to keep Joker as close as, so he can have a go into the start finish straight. Easy Life picks up a 3-second time penalty. Again, not getting a penalty can be a super good thing here, because if there's a late safety car like I had, I went from P7 to P2. As Devon has picked up a 3-second time penalty as well, which is really going to affect him. So Jaden and Bunny Vengeance and Brad Mason really in the ascendance here at the moment. Bunny Vengeance is actually a bit of trouble here, because he's got two close cars here. He just about keeps P2. Now Devon has retaken the lead. He has a 3-second time penalty. We'll just double check that just to make sure. Yep, so we have 4 drivers on 3 seconds, which is really going to affect him at the end of the race. We are on lap 10 of 32. Are the mediums starting to go, and are these hards becoming the better tyre? Because Jaden, he looks a bit quicker than these two, as Ben Lane has picked up another 3 seconds. He's now 6 seconds. He's not happy at the moment, Ben Lane. UJGC though is catching Jaden a bit, but again there's just a train of DRS, and the only person who's been able to overtake is the person in second, because first doesn't have any DRS. Brad Mason now picks up a 3 seconds, so it's only Bunny Vengeance and Jaden in the top 5 that have not got penalties. Swanton also has a 3-second penalty, which I'm surprised about, because he didn't get any on Monday. So obviously the track maybe is a bit cold for the drivers tonight, and they're struggling to keep it on the track, because now we have 6 drivers all on penalties. Bunny Vengeance really needs to get closer to Devon here. Otherwise he's going to lose a position into the straight. He needs to stay in that second window. Otherwise he will be losing out to Jaden. And he is actually out of DRS at the moment. It's going to be really close for him to get it. He's out. He's 1.1 seconds now behind Devon. So let's go on board with Jaden, because he's got a really good chance here to go up to P2 and retake P2 from the championship leader. Bunny Vengeance, I don't think he's got anything to do to protect himself here. And he loses out to Devon. Sorry, not Devon, Jaden. And does UJC have a chance? No, he's too far back. So Bunny Vengeance now down in P3. So we're back where we started. Devon. Sorry, no, because Jaden did start P1. So if Jaden does retake Devon, we will be exactly where we started at the start of this race. As Easy Life picks up a 3-second time penalty, and Joker picks up a 3-second time penalty. As UJGC has gone wide there, and he's now 1.2 seconds behind Bunny Vengeance, and he has Brad Mason right on the back. And Brad Mason is out of the race. Brad Mason has retired. He's obviously lost a wheel. Sorry, I've completely lost it tonight, everyone. So Brad Mason is out. It was obviously some sort of contact with UJGC. I'll see if Brad Mason, if he is on the chat. I'll see if there's anything on Discord. There isn't at the moment, so we're just going to have to wait and see what happened. And we do have a safety car, so everyone will be coming into the pits, I reckon. 19 laps for hards for the likes of Devon, Bunny Vengeance, UJGC. Going to be tough. Senna has stayed out on a set of mediums, which I'm surprised about because he's on mediums. It's a bold strategy. And DRS Swanton has lost out to Ben Lane because obviously Syme and Swanton pitted at the same time. So Swanton has lost out, probably the biggest in this safety car. Miller says that sucks for the hard runners. Yeah, it really does, because now Jaden's probably going to have to pit twice. So Syme and so's Joker. But I guess just go for it now. Go for it as hard as you can on the mediums, and then go for a set of softs at the end. Because the hard tyres, by the end of this race, they're going to be slow. It's really placed into the hands of Bunnies, though. Bunnies, who has no penalties. Don't really know why I'm just on board with Swanton. Let's go up to... It doesn't really matter too much because Keith and Easy Life are just catching up to the back. It might be next lap, might be the lap after when we get going again. So we have 12 drivers left in this race. Brad Mason hasn't said anything on the Discord, so we're not too sure, unfortunately, what happened to Brad Mason. There was obviously a bit of problems between him and UJGC, but again, I did not see it, so I can't say what happened. So Easy Life's the only person we're waiting for now. And then we're in Sector 2 now, so we'll just go through the grid while we're waiting for the safety car to go in. Currently in P1, it is Devon, but he has a 3-second time penalty. So in second, we have Jaden, and he's on a set of mediums. He will really go for it because I think he's going to have to do a 2-stopper now. In third, we have Bunny Vengeance. Safety car is in this lap, so fourth is UJGC, fifth is Senna, sixth is Syme, seventh is Ben Lane, eighth is Swanton, ninth is the younger brother of Joker, 10th is Smudgit, 11th is Keith, and 12th is Easy Life. When will Devon go? He's just holding them up a bit. He's just holding everyone up. Senna is going to be in a lot of trouble here, I think, in fifth. Let's see what he can do, as Devon has now gone, and it was a good start from him, but he has got Jaden on them fresher and much quicker mediums at the moment. As Senna has been taken by Syme into the first corner. As Jaden is really closing up to Devon here. As Swanton has also taken Senna for P7. And I think Joker's about to take Senna as well. I'm very surprised Senna did not pit tonight, but maybe he was just trying to do a bold move. He has lost out and now he's in 11th spot. So let's go to Jaden because he's 4 tenths behind Devon. But again, no DRS for another 2 laps. He'll be using his ERS though, trying to get past him as quickly as he can. They're going to be side by side here, and Jaden has actually taken the lead without DRS. So Jaden now up to P1. He needs to get as far away as he can before them hards become up to temperature, and so he needs to try and get out of DRS and hopefully gain a bit of time, because I think he has to pit again before the race is finished. As Syme picks up a 3-second time penalty. So now we have 7 drivers all on penalties, ranging everyone on 3 except for Ben Lane and Easy Life, who are on 6 seconds. As Senna now picks up a penalty, so we only have 4 drivers without penalties, which could be a massive, massive factor at the end of this race. And one of them, he's really close in the Pro-Am. It is Smudgit, because if the race finished now, he'd be above all of them and he'd finish in P6. Obviously, there is a long way to go still. Devon doing really well on these hard tyres, because Jaden set the fastest lap, but he's just about keeping up with him, and he's really close to Jaden here. He's really liking the feel of these hards, so Jaden hasn't been able to get rid of Devon here. let's go down to Ben Lane, because Ben Lane has actually been overtaken by Swanton. So Swanton is back now in P6. Joker will be hoping to get past Ben Lane, but we'll have to wait and see. Devon's got a really good chance to go back into P1 here. But we're going to go down to Keith, who's actually catching the back of Smug for 9th position. And Ben Lane's actually retaken 6th. But Keith, he's actually just taken Smug for 9th. So Keith, LUFC, he is now up to 9th. DRS is enabled now as well. Senna on 17 lap mediums at the moment, so his tyres must be feeling horrible. I don't even, surely he must pit soon, but maybe he's just waiting now for a safety car. Hopefully Smug now picks up a 3-second time penalty, so we're now down to 3 drivers who haven't got penalties, which are Jaden, Bunny Vengeance and Keith. Keith just needs to try and keep out of trouble, trying not to get any penalties, and he might move up the grid here a lot. But Jaden and Bunny, they just need to keep their penalties, and then they've got a great chance of winning this. Devon here is going to retake the lead from Jaden on the hards, but Bunny Vengeance is getting involved. Jaden just about keeps Bunny's behind. Jaden's really struggling on these mediums, it feels like. Devon really liking these hards, and so's Bunny. And UJGC is still getting really close to these 3. We have got 13 laps left of this race. Who do you think is going to win? Do you think is going to be the Ferrari of Devon? Do you think the Williams of Jaden is going to be able to do it? Or is Bunny Vengeance going to win this race and win the championship? We will find out in about 20 or so minutes. I think Bunny's really got a chance here to win this and win the championship. Unless there's a late safety car, then that all changes. But I don't think Jaden's going to be able to do another 12 laps on them mediums. But Senna's actually got his mediums to 18 laps, so it is possible. But as you're aware, he's now 11 seconds off Smug. So Senna picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So he is now pitting, and he is going to a set of softs. He's ditching the hards, and so that's why he has done it. He's going for a set of medium to softs. Swanton actually been taken by Joker. Swanton now lost the position to Joker, which is massive for the Pro-Am. Swanton is struggling here, and he is now down in 8th. So he's lost out to Ben Lane, and he's now lost out to Joker. He won't be happy in that cockpit. He'll be fuming that he's lost out to his younger brother. Can he get past him down this start-finish line? Is the pressure getting to Swanton? If Joker wins this, he's got a really good chance. Joker obviously has DRS. Simon is in a bit of a race by himself here. So is UJGC. As Swanton's been caught. Swanton is in the gravel. There was contact between Ben Lane and Joker. And now Swanton, he's down in P10. I'm not too sure what happened there. I saw that Ben Lane went wide and then Swanton just caught when he was going past Ben Lane. The back end just caught Ben Lane and that was him spinning into the gravel. I don't think he would have caught got any damage from it, but it doesn't help his chances because he's now 6 seconds off Smug and about 9 seconds off Joker. Joker, at the moment, he's going to be really, really happy about this because he is first in this race, which means he'll be gaining more points in the Pro-Am. But again, we have 10 laps. And we are 3 wide here going into turn 1. And Jaden has taken P1. And Bunny Vengeance up to P2. And Ben Lane is out of this race. Have we got a full course safety car? Or has he retired into the pits? So Ben Lane has retired into the pitch. So we're now down to 11 drivers. Swanton has also pitted for a set of softs, so he must have actually got damage there. And so we have 5 tenths separates the top 3. I thought Bunny Vengeance or Jaden had a penalty, but Devon has just unfortunately lost out 2 positions down that start-finish line. Bunny Vengeance now has a great chance, so does Devon, to get past Jaden here. These 3 kind of in a bit of a race of their own, but they're flying and it's a great watch to see. Jaden, can he keep Bunny Vengeance behind? How long will he be able to? Because with Bunny Vengeance DRS, he has to back out of it though, and Jaden actually keeps hold of P1. These 3 really close. But it's some great racing. We're just going to go to Smug quickly, just as them lot are in the bit where you can't really overtake. Smug just right on the back of Keith here. Really trying to get past him, because if he can get past him, he might be able to catch up to the likes of Joker. Swanton now down in 11th position. He won't be happy because I'm not too sure what happened with Ben Lane and him. But it really has affected both of them because Ben Lane has retired and Swanton is down in 11th. Doesn't look like we're going to get any rain though. Obviously just a cloudy day in Imola. So can Jaden keep these 2 behind? Jaden really close to behind Bunny Vengeance here. But obviously Bunny's has DRS. But Devon got the slipstream. They're going to be 3 wide again. They nearly collide again, but it's really good driving, and it stays the same. Jaden got some really good pace in that Williams tonight. Let's go back down to Smug, because Smug's still stuck behind Keith in 8th spot. Swanton just taken Senna for 10th. And Smug has actually gone wide, and he's now going to be about 3 or 4 seconds behind that battle with Keith. Joker now. Swanton sets the fastest lap of the race, and UJGC got another 3-second time penalty, which is going to help the likes of Syme, because now Syme only 8 tenths behind UJGC and only has 3 seconds worth of penalty, I believe, which he does. Joker just needs to try and get 3 seconds ahead of Keith at the moment, because at the moment Keith will be taking 6th position, and Keith is a Pro-Am driver. Syme here does take the position from UJGC, and Syme now up to 4th. UJGC picks up another 3-second time penalty. But let's go back up to the top. Jaden defending really well in P1 at the moment. Jaden picks up a 3-second time penalty. So Bunny Vengeance, all he needs to do is stay with these 3 and he will win this race. He has not got any penalties at the moment. I'm not too sure on the warnings, how many warnings he's got, but that is a massive, massive advantage now to Bunny Vengeance. Jaden will be swearing, I believe, in his cockpit, because that is a huge mistake. He is now 3 seconds, so he has got a massive problem here, because Bunny Vengeance just needs to sit right behind him, and Bunny Vengeance will win this race and will win the DRS eXtreme Championship of both Pro and the normal championship. As well, let's go back to UJGC, because he is catching to the back of Syme. He wasn't able to take that position. And Bunny Vengeance is the only driver not to hit a penalty tonight. So as we go through to the 27th lap, we have ADHD Jaden, currently P1. P2 is currently Bunny Vengeance, and P3 is AMS Devon. But the most important thing is on that screen on the right. And as you can see, there is one driver without a black and white flag. And that is Bunny Vengeance. Bunny Vengeance still trying to get past Jaden, and he nearly loses out to Devon there. Bunny, just be careful. You're going to win this race. Just sit behind him. Make sure you just sit behind him and get this race win. As Smug Git now sets the fastest lap at 1:16.7. So Smug now, he went to a set of softs. As Joker is actually losing out here a bit to Keith. Keith picking up a 3-second penalty though, so that will help Joker. But can Joker keep Keith behind him? As Bunny Vengeance has gone wide here, and he's actually lost out to Devon. So Bunny Vengeance now down in P3. That is a huge thing. So can either of these get 3 seconds ahead of Bunny Vengeance? Smug picks up a 3-second time penalty. Swanton and Smug, I think they're just a bit of a fuming drive at the moment, down in P9 and 10. Easy Life currently in P8, but he's going to have a lot of people behind him in the next few laps. As we have 4 laps to go. Bunny just losing out to the back here of these two. Is the pressure getting to him a bit? Is he getting a bit nervous here? Maybe his hands are a bit sweaty. Maybe he has 2 warnings. He's just being really careful. We will find out. who is going to take this race win. Devon is seriously close here to Jaden. He was literally stuck to the back of him, it felt like, about 2 corners ago. Jaden, can he keep Devon behind? Because I don't think he is going to be able to. He tries to go to the inside. Devon goes the outside. Does he have enough pace? He does. Devon now up to P1. These three still separated by less than a second. Let's go to Smug, because he has caught up to the back of Easy Life. But Smug, Swanton has also caught up, and he is about to go down the inside. Swanton, that was a great overtake, and he has actually taken the position off of Smug, which is a huge, huge overtake for the championship for the Pro-Am. As Easy Life nearly knocks into the side of Swanton there, and Swanton goes up to P8. I don't think he's going to catch anyone else this evening, though. Easy Life on 17 lap mediums. So at the moment in the Pro-Am, Joker will be taking P1. P2 will be going to Keith, and P3 will be going to Swanton. As Jaden now catches to the back of Devon, and he's going to retake the lead for P1. But again, these two will be praying. They'll be praying that Bunny Vengeance gets a penalty of some sort, or loses out somehow. 3 seconds to these two. But again, that's what you need to do. You just need to stay on the track sometimes, and you have got a great chance. So this is what the penalty situation is looking like at the moment. So at the moment, UJGC has got 9 seconds, but it doesn't really matter because he's about 11 seconds ahead of Joker. And obviously Joker has 3 seconds. Keith, though, he's really catching Joker now. 4P6 with 2 laps to go. Easy Life catching Smug Git, but I think that is just because of the DRS. Everyone except for Keith, Swanton and Smug and Easy Life all on 1 stoppers. So let's go back to the tyre situation, and we're going to go back as Senna has actually pitted, trying for the fastest lap, I'm guessing. Devon now, can he retake the lead? Bunny Vengeance, though, got a great chance here. They're going to be 3 wide, and Devon retakes that lead. We're going to go down to Keith because this is massive for the Pro-Am. Can Keith get Joker? Can Joker keep him behind? Joker's going to be... Joker needs to be careful. He doesn't want to lose out, and he does keep that position from Keith. There's a bit of weave in there. Joker just needs to be careful there a tiny bit. He did go from one way to another, but he does keep hold of 6th. Don't want to do anything stupid here, Joker, because he is in the Pro-Am Championship at the moment. So it will still go down to the last race, but as Jaden now is 8 tenths behind Devon, maybe them tyres are starting to go off on them mediums. Really well, though, to getting these mediums to this lap and being this competitive, because he is 7. These group are 7 seconds ahead of Syme. Jaden now 7 tenths behind Devon. He's going to be too far back, I think. The gap is over a second, these 3 now. It's the first time it's been over a second, these 3. As Jaden tries to have a go, but he hasn't got enough. And I think there isn't really anywhere to overtake now. As UJGC has actually taken Syme. But obviously UJGC has a lot more time penalties. But Syme now back in P5. We're going to go down to Keith, though, because Keith is still stuck behind Joker in 7th. Joker really trying to get this first for Pro-Am. as Jaden's now a second behind Devon. There is a one. Is he backing him up? Is he backing Bunny up so he doesn't win this race? Is he trying to get Devon to win this race? Because now it's 1.8 seconds. This gap, I don't think it matters too much. As we're going to go around the final corner. Devon, he's going to win this race, but he's not going to win it overall because he's got a penalty. And the Mercedes and your championship eXtreme winner, it's Bunny Vengeance. He's done it. I don't think anything other than a Bunny Vengeance Pro Championship and overall championship, because I don't think anyone else can catch him. Jaden finishes P3, Syme is P4, UJGC is P5. Joker does keep hold of 6th, so he will take a very important lead into the final race of the Pro-Am. Keith is P7. Swanton won't be happy. He finishes P8. 9th is Easy Life. 10th is Smug Git, who actually lost out to Easy Life in the end. Or is it any... They're still actually racing into this last corner. I'm not sure on the penalty situation. I'm not going to have a look. So can Smug get ahead of Easy Life? He does, because Easy Life stops the car. So Smug does take P9. So he will take P4 in the Pro-Am, I believe. As Bunny Vengeance is a very well-deserved driver of the day. He kept it clean. No penalties. And he wins this race tonight. And I've also spoken to Bunny Vengeance, and I don't think he is a girl, but he is a girl on this one, so fair play. Anyway, the Mercedes of Bunny Vengeance has won tonight. And I believe, well, in my eyes, it definitely looks like it. He has won the championship for the Thursday Night eXtreme. I don't think Jaden or anyone else... Well, Jaden was the only person who could catch him. Jaden cannot catch him anymore. And Bunny wins the championship heading into the last race. But Bunny finishes P1. He started P3 on the grid. He was a lot slower than Devon and Jaden, to be honest. About 3 or 4 attempts in qualifying. But he does the job, and he wins this race. Devon, for the second week in a row, he finishes P2 in the Ferrari. He could just doesn't have a break of getting this win. P3 is Jaden. 4th is Syme. 5th is UJGC. 6th, a massive result for Joker for the Pro-Am in the McLaren. He takes P1 in the Pro-Am, and he takes 6th tonight. 7th is Keith. 8th is Swanton. He won't be happy tonight. I know how much he likes this track. He won't be happy with P8. 9th is Smug Git. 10th is Easy Life. And rounding out the top 11 is Senna. Well, that was a very good race. Since we didn't have too many drivers tonight, there was action all along the field. Well done to Bunny Vengeance. I'm sure it'll be put in the Discord soon. But Bunny, I think you are the race... Well, you're definitely the race winner. And I think you're the championship winner as well. You have been listening to DRS. We've been racing Imola tonight for the eXtreme Championship. And I am Sainty93. Hope you have a great evening and good night.